My name is Brian Flanagan and I'm the founder of BeKind Ireland. BeKind was set up in late 2007 and it's basically there to look after the street children of Calcutta, giving them hope and support. My eldest son, Shane, when he was 17, went with 14 students from his school on a student exchange to India. And it had a huge impact on Shane. And he said, "Dad, you've got to see this, you know." And in 2005, I went with a lifelong friend of mine, Niall Dalton. At the time we went out and we went to do voluntary work in some of Mother Teresa's homes and to see for ourselves some of what the students had experienced the year before that. Nabo Jabon was the first place we actually worked, and they deal with the dying and the destitute, and they also have about 25 special needs children there, children that would have been thrown literally in the gutter. They were rescued by the brothers and they were given home and shelter and love and care.
Same thing, about 2 years ago she was sitting and lying and not able to do anything. Okay, now she's sitting up very well.
Yeah, now she's okay, but in the last 3 years.
The last 3 years. Now her eyesight and everything is perfect, is it?
Yeah.
Her neck control and everything?
That time when I get that detection time,
Yes.
he lie down all the time.
Okay.
No neck control is there, no sitting balance.
Okay.
He's taking only liquid food.
And now look,
Now look.
great neck control and everything. Now Gopal, this family that we're going to visit, what's the name of the child?
Padup still.
Arup Sil. Much better. Go on, straighten up that matter.
So yeah.
That's it. This is your big moment. You've got to stand for us. What about that? Wow. Good boy, Arup. Good boy.
To work with those children had a profound impact on me. And that was 2005 and I went back and I thought about a lot of things. 2006 many things happened. I was closing a business. And in 2007 I brought my younger son Ricky for a couple of weeks voluntary work there. And back in the end of the year I brought my daughter Katie and we did some more work again. And this voluntary work, this giving with your life rather than taking, because I spent all my life in the motor industry and we were providing a service, but this was real giving. This was giving from the heart. This was giving of yourself totally to others and without any selfishness, without any strings attached. Starved of love is the worst thing for any child, right? And that's what we can give, and the language is not all that important. I came back and so I got a group of people together and we formed a limited company which was BeKind Ireland. We got charitable status and we asked people simply, would you give us €10 a month, €5 a week if we promise we won't waste it and it will go straight to the poorest of the poor in India, because I've been there and I've seen it. And people did, and what has happened since has been incredible. And we've been able to develop the projects we support. We've been able to keep a close eye that nothing is being wasted. In 2008 I was asked to go and speak in a local school here in Gasselnock. And I went and I spoke to the children and I got great support from the staff there. I got great support from the students. And on a pilot scheme I took 2 students with me. One girl with her father and another friend of mine, and we worked again and gave them a great insight into what was happening. And the difference it made to those students when they came back changed. And that was where it started. In the following year, 2009, we brought a group of students from Castleknock Community College. And prior to that, their form tutor, Mr. Onan Whalon, The work he put in and the support we got from the parish, they just didn't bring out money with them. It wasn't money just going into account for nothing. They brought out with them passion. They brought out love. They brought out a spirit of generosity. And they worked with those children. And I tried to prepare them as much as possible from my own experience. What is BeKind all about? Enriching students by bringing them out there and giving them an education, and it is a world education to see a developing country. And those children that came out with us as student volunteers are changed for life. We support many organisations in Calcutta that I know I can trust. We hear so much of corruption, we hear so much of waste, we hear of so much money going into bureaucracy and everything else. I wasn't prepared to handle any of that. I didn't want to be involved in anything that was going to waste money. And I wanted to do something that we could put our own stamp on. I always wanted to open a home.
That is the entrance.
The same as downstairs? Yes. Outside to the rooftop. Lovely view.
On the 16th of January 2012, a home opened for 20 orphaned and abandoned little boys. It's run by the Hope Foundation Calcutta. They're very much experts, and when I leave there I don't have to worry about the children because I know they're being really well looked after. And those children, many of them were on the streets just begging for a living, begging to live. And now I see them totally changed. They're getting an education, they're going to an English-speaking school, they have their own home. It's their home. It's not the BeKind home, it's their home. So this is a great gift that the Irish people, through being kind, have given to those children.